Hello, YouTube friends. Welcome to Pause for Orchids. My name is Luisa and I love orchids. If you're a returning viewer, thank you for your support. If you're new to my channel, I'm glad you've joined us. Either way, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. It all helps my channel grow. And it's all free. Today, we're going to take a look at a couple of surprises I got at Home Depot. Going to Home Depot always gets me in trouble. I walk in looking for one thing and always walk out with a whole bunch of different things. So much so, I try to avoid going to Home Depot and Lowe's as much as I can. Does that happen to you? You end up walking out of the store with more than you bargained for? Tell me in the comments what your shopping sprees have been like.
Okay, you guys. So I paid Home Depot a visit because I needed to get some new zip ties. Big ones, little ones. I use these for all kinds of things in my garden. And these I usually use for tagging the orchids when I first get them and they actually have tags. Because my old orchids no longer have tags. So I have no idea what they are. But I like to keep the new ones when they come with the plant. So this is what I went to Home Depot for. But the department where this is located is in the back of the store near the garden center. So of course I had to take a detour and go check out a few things out in the garden center. So I got my zip ties, but also walked away with the cutest little pot that I could not resist. And I have the perfect plant for it. I'm going to put this beautiful summer blooming Phalaenopsis in this cute little pot that I am going to show you. It's just so adorable. There are no words. Wait till you see it. So this is the really pretty summer Phalaenopsis that I bought at Orchids in Bloom recently when they had the International Orchid Sale. I believe it was last month. This is Phao Cheng Lung Happy Queen Wilson. Hopefully you can see that. And this is what's going to go in that cutesy little pot that I found at Home Depot. Now, let me show you what it is. It's so cute, you guys. Ready? 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 There it is. I don't know, can you see it? Can you see it? Isn't that adorable? It's so cute. I hope it's in frame. I think it's in frame. So this Phalaenopsis is going to go right in there. Look, it looks like it's got wings. It looks like it's got wings. It's so cute. And I'm going to go ahead and repot this with you today. But before I do that, now that we know what the beautiful little cutesy little pot is, let me show you what else I walked away with, which I think you probably saw if you saw my recent short. And there's one that is a Vanda that's already out in my collection because I couldn't, I mean, that's just easy to just hang up. But yep, I came home with more bag babies. So these I will probably do like a time-lapse video type thing. But tonight we're going to focus on this adorable little pot. And we are going to repot this Phao into that adorable little pot. And we're going to do it together. So let me get my tools going, all nice and sanitized and cleaned up, and I will come back. All right, I'm back. My tools are all nice and sanitized. And we are ready to go. Let me grab this tray. Less of a mess. Now I have a ton of stuff here on the table that is waiting for attention. Okay. Let's see what we've got. This is kind of yuckies. Let me get some gloves because it is very yuckies. It's got algae, it's got mushy moss. Not a fan of squishy, squashy things on my hands. These are my favorite. I've gotten gloves from all kinds of places. I've gotten them online. I've gotten them at Walmart. I've gotten them at Home Depot. And these are my favorite because they're from Publix, but they have some sort of little powder or something inside that makes it so much easier for them to slide on and off once you're done with them. They just feel better on my skin. All right, here we go. This is gonna be terrible because I can feel it through the pot. It's all mushy. Oh yeah, this is bad. This has been in here way too long. But I think she'll be okay. That's the great thing about phals. Phal roots are weird in a good way because phal roots can die off in one portion and then it still keep growing that root that died off in a certain section or portion. It's really weird. I've only seen that on phals and on some cattleyas. Not all of them do it, but some cattleyas with really thick roots do that as well. But all phals do it. The hybrids, these species, all of them do it. And I think that's kind of crazy that they can still continue to sprout a root from what seems to be dead root. I think this still has a plug in it too. I have a feeling. Let's see. Luckily, because it's so wet, the moss is coming right off. For me, it's a lot harder to work with dry moss than it is wet moss. I think we almost got it. That was quicker than I thought it would be. Pretty healthy root system too. Despite the fact that it's been sitting in this wet moss for a few weeks now, because it's been a minute since my Orchids in Bloom visit. She's doing pretty good. All right, I'm going to go to the sink and rinse her off. Just to get all these extra little pieces off the roots. I will throw away the garbage and then I will come back.
At this point, my mic unfortunately ran out of juice, so I'm going to voice over this next part of the video. Okay, so here we are, all nice and clean. At first look, we can see this fowl has a very healthy and strong root system. The several weeks of sitting in the very wet moss doesn't seem to have hurt her any. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of anything that needs trimming either. But I am going to cut this old spike off. Now I'm going to inspect the roots a little bit more closely. I'm checking for things that may be mushy, or bugs, or snails, or anything else that could lead to disease or rot. Great, she's all good, nice and healthy roots, and ready to get potted up. Let me grab my pot real quick. So I'm going to use this plastic pot to put her directly into. Then I'll place that plastic pot inside the new puppy pot. The reason I'm using the plastic pot is because if I were to change my mind later and want to put something else into the puppy pot, I won't have to unpot and repot the fowl. By putting her in, I'm making sure that she fits just fine. This is a very good quality plastic pot. I've already created holes on the sides because it does not come with pre-drilled holes. So I use my soldering iron to make those holes on the sides of the pot. And now that I know that she fits perfectly fine, we're going to start putting our media in. And we start with a little bit of sphagnum moss at the bottom to help hold some of that humidity in so that they can be okay between waterings. Okay, so let's test this out and see if she's going to fit well, how we're going to arrange her roots in there so that they're nice and comfy and can progress and do well. Now that I have her placed in this plastic pot all nice and cozy, and she's facing sideways, that way the water when I water doesn't stay inside the crown, I'm going to start putting in some of that media and working it into the pot in between her root system. The media I'm going to be using is the same media that I use for my Cattleyas, which is orchid bark, charcoal, pumice stone, and leca. So as I pour the media in, I try to arrange it so that it fills in as many of the air pockets as possible, softly tapping down so that it all falls into place. I'm going to go ahead and add a few bits and pieces of sphagnum moss within all the media and in between her roots. Since she came from a pot full of sphagnum moss, I want to make sure that her roots still have a little bit of that moistness touching them, keeping them nice and happy. Okay, so we're almost done. I'm going to go ahead and add some Osmocote here. Osmocote is slow release fertilizer. It comes in pellet form, and I just added to the pots. Any of my orchids that are in pots have Osmocote slow release fertilizer inside the pot. That way, every time I water, they do get fed. And once I'm done adding the Osmocote, I'll just top off the pot with a little bit more media mix and be done. There we have it, all done. Isn't he cute? He is so adorable. The fact that it looks like she's got little wings on its back is it's just too adorable. Too adorable. There it is, and it's forever home, along with all the other fowls. Isn't she cute? And that was our catfish, saying thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe so you know when I post something new. In the meantime, let's grow together and don't be a stranger. Bye.